Hello, beautiful souls. So, blessed winter solstice, yes? Yes. Welcome back to the moon room by way of the purple door. I'm Jessica, and I am here just painting my nails. I found a really cool cosmic cosmic purple cat eye that I love. I mean, it was purple. Can we say, yes, I needed that? I love all colors, but yes, purple is my favorite, clearly. But just the cosmic colors of creation are my favorite. So I wanted to get on here because I wanted to talk about, yes, my awesome nail polish, but I wanted to just say and give honor to this blessed winter solstice and the amazing beings in my life that make the celebration possible, that make all the wonder and delight and joy possible in these times when you will have a very long night, short day. And as your day gets shorter, you get shorter. We tend to get shorter. I know what I speak for myself. Get a little short. Mind you, these sharings before the new year, they're just giving you a little insight of this magic manifesting mama that I am. Moon era, Jessica. You like by Nana. Wife, mama, witch. So bear with when I share, or when I'm having tea sometimes, or painting my nails. There will be structured days, but mostly these days, these whimsical days. And what a better time to start these whimsical, wondering whispers to you all in the winter, right? Let's master it. It's what I'm kind of doing now. So I feel like this sharing, and these sharings that are building up to the new year, in which I did, I think, similar to this last year, where they were more so, what do you call it? They were more so quotes. Like if you're just getting on now, take some time when you get some time. And of course, when you make your time to check out the quotes from last year, 2023 into 2024. And excuse me, my quotes that I was sharing there were building me up to this time. And so now, as we're getting acquainted and people have come in and out, and hopefully continue to come in and out and listen to these stories that I share with you of my human experience, it'd be similar. So now they're more just, we're getting closer to, the work, my offerings. So I want to share what charges me up a little bit, that gets me going, that makes me say, you know what, let's share. This might be for someone today. This might very well support someone's soul, beautiful soul. And it's supporting me, first and foremost, in my spirit, to continue to say and, trust this AI archive of the YouTube universe. YouTube-niverse, or YouTube University, like I said, that people call this space, that I'm, getting used to every day. But here we are, the Truman Show. Yeah, I just said that. So with integrity and love, honoring you all and myself first. I want to share like how I just was not about that life yesterday and was on the winter solstice, the darkest, longest, shortest day, longest night. But how sisters and community matter so much and mean so much to my heart, my core. So I sat up in my bed, or in the horizontal, and I had done a lot of stuff earlier yesterday, just trying to take care of Yule. Well, I'm not going to call it Yule because I celebrate Yule. Christmas, Crumma, what the Matrix celebrates. This whole get out and be crazy in the winter when you should be resting, hibernating, gestating, gathering all of what you have left from the cupboard, and the seeds are what remain, so that you can get ready to gift those that have particular seeds that you might not, and then plan and part with the seeds that you have procured as the gift of Yule. And 90 some odd days from now or so, we are 172 probably really right now at this point, we will be planting in our garden. We will be designing our gardens. We will be preparing space so that we can have a bounty harvest again this time around next year. So, as I sit and my cycle is due, I just was like, I don't want to do anything. And I have to prepare. And I've been outside with all these people all day. And I kind of don't want to be around any more people. My Gemini self, my FYI, I'm Gemini. But Virgo rising, sidebar, squirrel. Virgo rising, Virgo moon. But I just sit there sometimes and overanalyze. Okay. And so I'm like, I don't want to go. I don't want to be around people. No. But then I turn on that YouTube universe and I lean into some of the readers here. And I will plug them as soon as I reach out to them and ask for permission. But I'm sure they're fine with it too. But I'm not going to start that whole thing yet. We're in the preliminary stages of the more zoned in, tuned in work. But this is the work too. Very well. Very much so. So, look at this color. It's amazing. It's cosmic. I listened to a reading, and it's so great, and it's like grandfather energy. It's like, get up, get out, get something. Don't hold back, because if you don't show up, no matter how late, early, time is all in tandem. It's a continuing, past, present, future, all together, because it calls that time out too. You need to just go. You need it for yourself. You need to be charged up. You deserve. These are your beings, your people. So I muster up the energy and I'm like, I'm comfy, cozy. I want cuddly energy, cuddly core vibes only, if you will. I don't necessarily want to go out. I don't want to be like, but it wasn't going to be like that. This is Goddess Winter, Hakati. Like, this is some dark, like, none of these hoes want to come outside. Okay? Excuse me, but not. They know nobody want to come. So if they will, it's intentional. And we together, all as pirates. Arr. So get your cacao. Or in the case of Juju, Nana Juju. Get your hibiscus. Love her. Your teas, your lemongrass water, your, all the goddess elixirs. And get soup. Get right. Get it together. Get your act together. As my fairies are going backwards. But they saying something. So get your juju together. You get it together and then you go to Nana Juju's. You get there and you're like pretty much the first one there. There's a new beautiful soul there. There's another sister there that is very close to Juju. That was probably the first one that showed up and was able to like help orchestrate the dance that we do as the goddesses that we are. So we're in there, right? I get there and I'm like, all right, I have apples, I share them. I'm like, I find a little corner and I get nipped in. We're all reflections of each other. So mind you, I'm not stepping in where there's a bunch of people that are like attacking me with the energy. It's aligning with the universe and what I'm calling in. I took the step. I made the decision. Go. If that decision is going to matter and be the lasting, because this is the longest night and this is the shortest day. So while you have a slither, you have that for yourself. Give that to yourself, sis. Speaking. She who whispers. So I get there. I'm going. I'm in there. I'm seeing the beautiful dance. The sister that's sitting across from me that's new, she is on her phone. I'm like, not the phone. And the hearth is cold. And usually when I get there, Juju has, and even in the fall, some cold little spring days, she had that her fireplace on. But it just wasn't on when we first arrived. Because she wasn't on yet. I gotta give it to her. We were all in the same thread. This is me thinking in hindsight now. But I think, and I'm like sitting there and I'm like, okay. And I break open when I was all like, I don't want to talk to nobody. And so I crack open and I'm like, yeah, you know, what brings you here? And yada, 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 all the small, but not really small, because we show up, especially in spaces like this. Is why I love intentional womb spaces, woman spaces. Because if we decided, we decided. And so we come big when we're like, and you're talking to me because we're present. And we're presence and we're reflections of each other in that moment. Keep up with me now, beautiful souls. Remember, this is the preliminary phases of my YouTube channel. So this is all fresh and new, and I'm using a lot of things that you'll hear in the future that I'll explain and expand more. But those that are called may know what I speak to. So we're expanding. When I speak of like women spaces or spaces where it's mostly women only and it's retreat-like for us, we'll tend to show up big and badass. Okay, so I'm like, oh, I already know these are badass women when I come up in y'all. So I asked her. I knew what I was stepping into, and I also was like, I'm here. You know, while I was all in my bed, mind you, remember I was like, I don't want to go, and I want to be late. But I arrive and I'm all like the first one there, and I arrive because I'm also wanting to network some more, and I very well, Ashe, that's ancestors. I'm very well need this charge. This is my space. This is my feedback. This is the strength. This is the empress. These are the empresses. These are the queens. So the fact that I even pulled a couple of empress cards this week was like, what the queen wants, the queen gets. The empress is here. How do we divine? So we divining with all the strength. And all the tools that we need. So we talk and we discuss more. We get into certain things. We get deeper into the beauty of and the magic of and how we know and who knows. The connecting game, the connect the dots game starts. And things start moving and the hearth is rumbling. And it's beautifully set up with the painting because we were there to sip and smoke. And we ain't done much sipping and we ain't doing smoking yet. We might have already did before we got there, of course. These are goddesses that I'm speaking of, y'all. So we get to going and we're like, all right, movement has happened a lot. And I think then at this point, Juju has walked past us probably 3 times and she's noticing a conversation is stirring. And she don't know this woman, and I don't, nobody does. But then she brings her sister in and introduces her to us, and it was beautiful. Her sister is blind, but then the stories. She was not born blind, but transitioned into being blind. And so she knows, and we speak very colorfully around her, and she's very much able to keep up in the conversation. And share her insights as well. So it was beautiful to be sharing. And then the fire starts coming in. And the food starts to be becoming announced. There's a beautiful soup, a beautiful salad. All the things. Mind you, I'm sitting here, I was all in my bed like, but until I moved, because movement is my medicine. I'm becoming to know and understand that of myself. I have to just get the hell up. I moved into what I needed. I called it into existence. The Creator wanted me to have this so much more than I wanted it. But we get in our way sometimes, right? No more of that. I had this horrible headache before I got there. I get there and I'm like, the water, the lemon water, all these things that are served, and it just washes away. Never existed because I called in what I needed, what I wanted. But with a little extra strawberries, mangoes, tangerines, juices on top of love, coconut flakes, pears, honey, the women. Nestling up together. I got my cuddling. Got my warm drink or sparkly drink. The cranberries, the hibiscus, sorrel. I got the hearth. The fire started getting warmer as more of the women come in and the fire was added. The wood was added to the Yule warmth of the winter solstice. And then we finally get to go into the painting mode. And that becomes an amazing thing. We have this theme, whimsical theme, like we're drawing a whimsical winter. It became a wise woman winter solstice. And the images were beautiful. We did not at all follow the leader on the YouTube channel that was available for us to follow, which was a beautiful setup. Juju, yes. We tried our best, but she didn't even follow the directions. But everyone's beautiful art pieces came out. So divine. I hear my stomach rumbling and we're like, they were beautiful. And we ate cookies. And we laughed some more. And we wrapped it up just naturally. And it was good. And it was good. And it was good. And I'm going to leave you with something lovely. That another wise, wicked, amazing priestess, goddess, sister, friend, may she rise in peace. And I know she's with me Marie once said, may the women feed you. May the women greet you. May the ha-ha witches feed you. May the women greet you. May the women feed you. May the ha-ha witches feed you. May the women greet you. May the women feed you. May the ha-ha witches feed you. Witches feed you. Witches feed you. Wise women greet you. Women meet you. May the witches feed you. So when you get in your way, in your crotchety way, the witches will feed you. The witches will greet you. They will meet you. In the coldest, shortest day and the longest winter warm night. Blessed be. And blessed winter solstice to you from me. Blessed be.